English, the language of international communication, the language of trade, commerce, sports, business, and many more. All of us want to speak English fluently, efficiently, but we are not able to speak in that way that we want to speak. For that causes, there are some problems, there are some causes, there are some roots. Here I have identified 7 basic roots that are responsible for keeping us away from speaking fluent English. If we work on that route, we will definitely do better in our spoken English. The first route is mind mapping. We have to decide what to do, why to do, when to do, and how to do. It means if we want to speak English, there must be a reason behind it. Then we can determine our path, which ways, which sources to take. And in addition to that, we have to quit some habits and excuses. Most often the time we have different kind of excuses. For example, I am not from English medium school, I am not from a city, I am not from a the classy family. So all these things are our excuses and nothing else. If you want to speak English, then no problem can check you, because most of the problems are our mental. So that mental problem must be kept away to speak English, and for that purpose I suggest you to have a mind mapping. Why do you want to speak English? For job interviews or for any other coach? First of all, determine for which coach you want to speak English. Then find out the ways that will help you to get to your destination. So this is route number 1. Then route number 2, trust yourself. There must be enormous trust in yourself, because everything that you will do. No one other will do for you. Only you can change yourself, and no outsider will come to change you. Yes, they will try to make changes in you, but if you don't want to change yourself, then they can't do anything. Then stop making excuses. Don't think that you are weak physically or mentally. You are enormously potential. You have a lot of energy. Just try to convert it, just try to show it. So this reminds me of the saying of Sandip Maheswari sir. He says, if you want to see someone who can change you, go in front of the mirror and see. Only that person can change you. This is the correct line. So, if you want to get change in yourself, first of all, you have to trust yourself and you have to get the idea that I can change myself. Route number 3, it is be an active listener. A baby learns a language by listening to that language rapidly for more than 1 year. So, if we want to speak English, we have to also listen to English speeches. Then, for 30 to 40 minutes of pure listening, then YouTube, podcast, and news channels can help you to serve this purpose. Without listening, we have a wrong tendency to say that we can speak English or write English, but actually, language has a sort of LSRW form. So, without listening, we are not able to speak English fluently. We will have a hidden fear in our brain that I may go wrong. But if we listen to the speeches, then we will develop the tendency that yes, whatever I am speaking it in a correct way. Therefore, be an active listener. Then, route number 4, this is reading aloud. So, here in this we have taken to read books on daily basis. Read books on daily basis, whatever English book you are getting. It may be comics book, it may be newspaper articles or something else. Then read it aloud in the chunk form, so that your pronunciation will get better and you will have a subconscious development of that I am speaking. So route number 4 is reading aloud. Read the books whenever you get time. Buy some books or go to library, read the books. But in library you can do that sort of loud reading. So it will be better to be at home and read that aloud, so that it will make your that mouth, your jaws to be habituated in speaking English. Okay. Then route number 5, think in English. Because we have listened to English properly and we have read English properly, then it is possible to think in English. Whenever we are getting time, we have to think words and phrases, clauses, even some small sentences in English. We will do it as much as we can, because only by this our English can be fluent. Most often the time our English doesn't become fluent because we think in our original language. That may be Hindi, that may be Odia, that may be Telugu or Tamil, and then we try to translate it into English. For this process, we need some time, and that is why our English is not fluent. Therefore, it is better to think in English. If we then next root, this is root 6. This is vocabulary. So we have to know some basic words, structures, and some collections of ready-made words and phrases. For this purpose, we have to take the help of the materials that we have read, and it is not something that will bother us. So simple sentences, simple words and clauses that we may add in our daily vocabulary. Whenever we are reading any newspaper or article, we have to collect some very useful words that are coming often in that read materials. So it would add to our vocabulary, and we will be able to present ourselves efficiently. Then root number 7, functional grammar. Some basic rules and regulations of grammar and the fundamental of tense and nothing else. Most of the time we think that without proper knowledge of grammar, without a vast source of grammatical rules and regulations, it is not possible for us to speak English. But this is not the correct notion, because most of the languages are spoken as they are spoken, but the rules and regulations are there to give them a concrete shape. Therefore, we need to have some basic rules and regulations. And then tip of today, as you can see in the picture, the horse can easily drag the chair, but he will not do that because he has a phobia, he has a fear that he can't do that. This is called placebo effect. So this same case is there for us in speaking English. As you can see here also, the elephant can easily pull out, but he will not pull because he has that placebo effect. We have also that placebo effect, therefore we are not able to speak English. So don't fear, keep that mental pressure away and try to speak English, and definitely our English will be better. So with this, I, your host Vijay, remain here, and I hope this video will be highly beneficial for you, and you will try to speak English from your inner core of heart and stay away from all the hindrances and excuses that are preventing you from speaking English.